Heart failure. It often develops quickly, sneaking up on you without warning. It's often so subtle at first that people mistake it for something else. And while it's easy to think heart failure only happens to the elderly or the super sick, the truth is it can affect anyone. Frankly, I consider this condition as the most dangerous disease in the world, and it could be hiding right under your nose, and you might not even know you have it. So today, we are going to break down 5 warning signs of heart failure that most people miss. These might just be the red flags that could save your life. Let's start with fatigue. Alright, imagine this. You are just walking up a set of stairs and you feel like you just ran a 5K. Sounds extreme, right? Well, if you feel completely drained after doing something that should be a piece of cake, your heart could be struggling to pump enough blood to your body. For many with heart failure, it's one of the most underestimated signs. Who would think they have got a heart issue just because they are tired, right? But here is why. Your heart is having trouble pumping oxygen-rich blood to your body, and your muscles aren't getting the energy they need. This means you are constantly feeling like you are running on empty, even when you haven't done much. If you feel this all the time, get checked out. But fatigue isn't the only subtle warning. If you have noticed that your legs or ankles seem to be swelling up for no reason, you will want to pay attention. Let's talk about edema. Swelling, also known as edema, is another sneaking symptom of heart failure that people often ignore. Now, this one is a biggie. You are chilling on the couch, watching TV, and suddenly, bam, your ankles are blowing up like balloons. It might start small, with just a bit of puffiness in your ankles after standing for a while. But what's happening here is fluid retention. When your heart isn't pumping efficiently, blood flow decreases, and your body can't get rid of the extra fluid the way it normally would. The result? Swelling in the lower body, including your legs, ankles, and sometimes even your abdomen. Just imagine looking down and seeing this happening to you. Not cool, right? If your body's trying to tell you something, you've got to listen. If you notice these signs, especially if they seem to get worse as the day goes on, it's time to talk to a doctor. Now, this next sign is something that might surprise you. If you suddenly gain weight like 2 to 3 pounds in one day, you might think it's nothing, but in heart failure, it could be a major warning sign. Let's dig into this next. Have you ever noticed that the scale seems to go up a few pounds overnight, even though you haven't changed your eating habits? While water retention is a natural part of our body's function, rapid weight gain like 2 or even 3 pounds in one day, you could be dealing with fluid retention, and that's usually not a good sign when it comes to heart failure, as this is a classic symptom of congestive heart failure. Think about it. Your body is holding on to fluid instead of burning it off. That is your heart trying to keep up, but is failing to do so. If you are seeing this happen regularly, get in touch with your doctor immediately. Alright, now let's talk about something else that could happen at night. when you think you are just trying to get a good night's sleep. Maybe you wake up in the middle of the night gasping for air. You might think it's just a bad dream. But guess what? Your heart could be waking you up in a panic. But in heart failure, it's a clear warning. Let's explore why. Picture this. You are lying down, trying to get some sleep, and out of nowhere, wham, you are gasping for air. You feel like you are suffocating or feeling the need to prop up with extra pillows to sleep comfortably. This is not normal. It's called autopnea, and it's one of the clearest signs that your heart is having trouble moving blood through your body, which is causing fluid to back up into your lungs. Now, hear me on this. If you wake up in the middle of the night and can't breathe properly, it's a sign that your body is in serious trouble. So don't ignore it. Call your doctor. Now, this next one is something that a lot of people dismiss as just a cold or seasonal allergies, but it could actually be a sign of heart failure. Let's talk about that persistent cough you just can't shake off. Or maybe you have been wheezing more than usual associated with cough that just won't go away. And you've tried everything from honey to cough syrup. You could be dealing with heart failure. The reason? When the heart struggles to pump blood properly, the fluid accumulates in your lungs, causing irritation and triggering that annoying persistent cough that doesn't seem to get better. In this case, don't just brush it off as allergies or a cold, as this is something that could save your life. Recognizing these signs early on can be the difference between a mild issue and something much more serious. The earlier you detect the warning signs of heart failure, the sooner you can take action to protect your health. If you've experienced any of the symptoms we've talked about, whether it's fatigue, swelling, sudden weight gain, shortness of breath, or that stubborn cough, don't wait for things to get worse. Consult a doctor right away. Heart failure is manageable with the right treatment, but only if you catch it early. Remember, knowledge is power, so if you or someone you love is experiencing any of these symptoms, it's important to act now, not later. Was this video helpful? If you learned something new, hit that like button, share it with someone who might need to hear this, and subscribe for more important health information. Don't miss out on more tips and life-saving knowledge on how to keep your heart healthy. Stay healthy, stay informed, and as always, take care of your heart. See you in the next video.